Bluetooth controlled car using Arduino. So let's gather the things we need. The electronic components first. Arduino Uno. We'll need the L29 3D motor driver shield. Next, we will need the Bluetooth module. And the last electronic component is going to be a battery, a 9 volt. You could use any other battery, just above and enough to supply the motor driver shield. Now let's gather the mechanical requirement. This is a kit that I purchased from an online store. The link is available in the description. This is the main chassis and these are the wheel supports. So I have 4 of these, and the wheel supports are going to have the wheels aligned at the side. So all the 4 wheel supports are available in the kit. What else is included in the kit is the set of wheels. So there's not just one, but we have 4 wheels in the kit. Now in order to control these 4 wheels, we will definitely need motors, and so are 6 volt geared motors provided in the kit. So these are all the things that we need, and now we can assemble. So in case anyone is wondering what are the wheel supports for, we will have the motors placed in between the wheel supports, just as I'm showing you, and the wheels above it. Alright, so see that you keep your shaft on the outer side. But before that, we got to do a small connection of L sections to the support. So connect the L sections to the support for our wheels. So connect them on the inner side of the wheel support. Now once you fasten the bolt, okay, just fasten them. Not necessary that you bind it up tightly, but connect all the L sections to all the wheel supports. Now you can place the motors in between the supports. So let's place the motors. Alright, and now there will be a long screw that is provided. So insert the 1.5 inch screw that is provided in the kit for the motors. Once you pass them by, now you can connect the other wheel support, and that's all. Now once it is aligned, you can move to the other motor and connect the other motor. But before that, tighten the nuts and fix the motor position. So now connect the other motor and your one-sided wheel support is ready. Now assemble the other side too. So you'll have 2 sides like this, and now you're all set to connect the wheels. So look at the wheel alignment. There will be a shape cut, so the shaft should be the same, okay, in the same direction, and that's all. So you got your wheels connected. Now once both the sides are connected, what is missing is the top chassis. So now let's get it in the picture. So assemble the main chassis of the car. Now in order to assemble it, you will have these small screws that are provided, which are called as the self-threading screws. So you can place them and then tighten them using a screwdriver. Alright, so you can connect the other side of the car as well. Now don't forget to pull out the wires through the slits of the chassis. And now place the Arduino Uno. Now I'm going to anchor it to one of the screws, any one that you like. So let's I'm going to place it right here on my JC, and to fasten it, use a screw. Okay, so I've used a bolt. Now you can see I need to avoid this metallic screws. Okay, that can actually interrupt with my power supply for the Arduino. So what's the take? The simplified solution is use a simple paper tape to avoid contact with the Arduino. Now once you are done, now you can get in place the motor driver. Arduino does not have enough current to run the 6-volt motors, so that is why we need the L293D motor driver shield. So now you can place it, since it's a shield, it's to be placed above the Arduino. See that you do not damage the pins while placing the shield on the Arduino. Once you think that your shield is aligned well, okay, first check it. Once you think it's aligned, then go ahead and press it. Alright, so once you press it, your shield is placed on the Arduino. Now connect the motors to the shield. Now before you connect the motors, check the polarity. Check that they are running in the forward direction. Here is the circuit diagram. So you can do the entire connection. And in case if you happen to go wrong and when you upload the code one of your wheel is turning backward, don't worry, you can just change the polarity later on. You can just flip the sides so that is going to improvise on your rotating direction of the motor. Now once the motors are done, you can connect the Bluetooth. Now let's get the Bluetooth. So if you are new to Bluetooth, then click on the video above. And I'm going to solder male pins to the shields. So this is just for convenience purpose. And I'm connecting it to 5 volts and ground on the shield. So I'm going to connect this 5 volt VCC, okay, and ground to the female connectors. Now I'm using female to female jumper wires, okay, and I've also soldered the RX and TX in this case. Alright, so let's have a look at the other side of the female connectors. Now on the other side, I'm going to connect the Bluetooth. So I'm going to connect 5 volt and ground. So that's it, and also connect RX and TX. So you got to connect RX to the TX of the Bluetooth and TX from the Arduino to RX on the Bluetooth. Now that's all. Now you can see that it is powered up after you connect the battery. Now in order to upload the code, okay, you got to disconnect the power supply from the motor shield and also disconnect the communication device. Any communication device, if you ever have on an Arduino, just disconnect it. So I'm going to disconnect the power supply since I cannot take off RX and TX. Alright, now you can connect your USB. You need to do this to ensure that Arduino talks only to one device. And this is the code here, and this is the link here provided for the Android application. So you can download the Android app. You can also download the AF motor driver library from the Arduino library section. Then let's have a look at the code. These are the pins defined, and I've taken a character called as command. So whenever whatever command is received by the serial monitor or by the serial read, okay, that is going to decide whether the car moves forward, backward, left or right. Okay, so I have 4 cases here, and I have defined forward as a function, back as a function, left, right as a function. And what is this function is written down outside the code, and this is what it does. So it sets up motor 1 at the speed of 100 and it runs it forward. So I've kept a speed of 100. You can also keep it at 255, and remember that 255 is the maximum. So you can set up the speed as you desire between 0, okay, that 0 won't be a speed, 0 is going to be basically off, okay, so from 1 to 255. So this is for forward, and see that you keep all the numbers the same. If you have 100, keep it 100 throughout. And this is for back, so I have said run backwards. Alright, and also you will need a library to run this, and the library will also be provided in the description. Alright, so you can have a look that to turn left and right I have increased the speed by 200 for the motors on one side, and this is the stop function. So stop function will have all zeros. Now you can go to the port, select the port and upload the code onto your Arduino. In case if you are not able to upload the code, then you got to check for your power supply to the Bluetooth. Please disconnect it, or else you got to disconnect your RX and TX pin. So that's the fix in case if your code uploads to fail. Now my code has uploaded. So I've connected the power supply, and I've also connected my Bluetooth power supply, and it's all ready. Now let's take this for a ride. Okay, so before taking it for a ride, we got to set up the Bluetooth application. So pair the device, okay, and configure the device. You need to hit on the settings icon. So configure as left arrow for L, up arrow for F, right arrow as R, down arrow as B. So now we are all set and all ahead with the test drive. So here's the test, and you can see it moves smoothly. So for more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.